What up, beauty gang? I am finally back with another girl talk. Sorry I didn't get to bring you guys one last week. It was a whole thing with my filming equipment. Something broke, had to reorder it. Just came in today, and you see what I'm doing. I'm filming this girl talk for y'all, okay? So, it was highly requested based off the hygiene video, the vagina video, I think even in the period video, you guys were like, do a shaving video. So that is what we'll be talking about today. You guys know me, you guys know I don't ramble. Only thing I will say though is to make sure right now you give this video a big thumbs up, okay? You guys, like, smash the like button. I'll wait. Alright, good. So let's hop right into this video. Alright, so before we just hop right into like how you shave and how you like take care of your hairy areas, we first have to determine what are typically the hairy areas that us women have to deal with and typically shave. So the things that I came up with was your underarms, your bikini area, your vagina, your legs, your happy trail, and your booty crack, okay? So there is 6 things that I came up with that I feel us women have to go through and take care of and maintain throughout our lifetime, alright? And I'm going to break down for each one of those body parts like how you should shave it, how you should go about, you know, like taking care of that area. But let me also say this, there are 3 different things that I'd recommend for you to shave with in terms of like your shaving substance. So there's shaving gel, there's shaving cream, or conditioner, hair conditioner. Let me show you guys what I use. Like, I will never use a shaving cream or gel or whatever ever again. This is it. I literally only use this ISIMEEXO 3-minute miracle moisture blah blah, the same deep conditioner that I use on my natural hair. That is what I use to shave, and it gives the smoothest finish ever. Like, if you're a cream person or a gel person, give this a try once. It doesn't even have to be ISIMEEXO, but give conditioner a try, and I promise you 8-9 times out of 10 you're never gonna want to go back, and it does the job, if not better. So yeah, those are the 3 things that you can use to shave your areas. And then the last thing I want to mention, obviously when you shave, you need a tool to do that. And the typical thing people use is razors, okay? There's tons of different razors out there in the beauty industry or whatever you want to call it. Yeah, that shouldn't be hard to find at all. And then the last thing I want to say before I hop into the specific criteria of how you take care of those body parts I mentioned earlier, in my book, the top 4 things to always have and do when shaving, this goes for all body parts, is to have a sharp blade, moisten the hairy area you're about to shave, whether it be with water and or your shaving substance. Never shave dry, ever. Always make sure that you are shaving on tightened skin. I'm gonna kind of get into that a little bit deeper into the video, what I mean by tightened skin, but yeah, remember that one. And then lastly, be light-handed at all times. Never be aggressive and just don't ever, never, ever, ever, never do that to any of your body parts. They don't deserve it. They ain't do nothing to you, okay? Alright, so I guess we are going to start from top to bottom ish. So the first thing on the shaving agenda is your underarms. Step 1 to shaving your underarms is to moisten the area with water and then apply your shaving substance. Then you want to raise your elbow above and behind your head for maximum stretch, which will make your armpit taut. So when I said in those top 4 things you have to do, need to do, blah blah, and I said for number 3 it had to do with making sure that your skin is tightened, that's what needs to happen when you're shaving your underarm. You don't need like wrinkled skin or just like flimsy skin, because that can end up causing nicks, bruises, cuts. Like, you just need to make sure your skin is always tight no matter where you shave. Now, I did of course do some research before bringing you guys this video. Now, Google said that you should shave your underarms upward from the base of your armpit to allow the razor to glide over the skin. I personally do the opposite. I actually start downward and then I finish off with one nice sweep of going upward. Pretty sure my armpit hairs like grow in that direction, so that's why I just naturally shave like that. I don't shave like that because you can get ingrown hair follicles in your armpit area as well. It's not just you have a JJ. But anyway, do whatever makes you comfortable in terms of what direction you want to shave. But it is going to be typically a vertical shave with long strokes. And it is suggested that you avoid reshaving an area over and over again in one session. So if you can limit yourself to shaving like one armpit, maybe a good 5 to 6 strokes at most, then you should be okay. I think it's unrealistic to say that you can get all the hair in one swipe. I've never been able to achieve that accomplishment. If you have, please make sure you comment below so we can all salute you. But if you're an average person, it's kind of unrealistic to be able to shave in one stroke. So try to just limit the amount of strokes that you do, 5 to 6 at most, because you could cause irritation. And I know a lot of people do suffer from dark armpits and stuff, and that can come from that too. You're like causing too many abrasions there. And yeah, like I said in those top 4 things, make sure that you're remaining light-handed when doing this. You do not have to be like that. It's not necessary. Just be very light with it, you know, very gentle. Stroke it out, stroke it out. And then the last thing in terms of shaving your underarms, make sure that you're avoiding putting like deodorant, perfumes, or anything under your armpits immediately following shaving it, because it can cause a stinging and or burning sensation that you just don't need to deal with. It's so unnecessary. It's avoidable. So yeah, make sure you do not put anything on your armpits after you shave, and I suggest you do it at night so that you don't have to put anything under there. You go straight to sleep, ain't nobody gonna smell your funk, you know. So that's the armpit section. Working our way down to the happy trail, which is found on your stomach. You know what I found very interesting when I was doing my little research and stuff about shaving on Google? The areas that they mentioned for women to shave and stuff, happy trail was not mentioned, along with some of the other ones that I mentioned too. It wasn't mentioned. I'm like, that's so unrealistic. So yeah, the information and tips I'm about to give you is just based off personal experience. I didn't see anything informing me or any of us of tips of how to take care of your happy trail. So this is what's worked for me for years, never had an issue with it. So for your happy trail, all I do is apply my ISIMEEXO in that area, and then I just do short horizontal strokes and work my way down, and then I finish off with a vertical stroke, whether it's upward or downward, and that takes care of my happy trail. Alright, so we've done the underarms, we've done the happy trail. Now we're gonna go to the bikini area, which you guys can't see, so I don't know why I'm still using my arms like that. But anyway, I guess I should show you guys what the bikini area even means or is. Your bikini area is literally this area, like your V area. So yeah, you're gonna moisten the area, apply your shaving substance. I don't know how other people's bikini areas work. Me personally, I don't grow a lot of hair there at all. Like, it's very sparse and thin, but for some reason Google did say if you like have a thick amount of hair there or it's kind of long and stuff, use scissors to trim it down a couple of centimeters or so before using your razor to shave that area, to avoid clogging your razor so fast so it's not hard to rinse those hairs off the blade. Again, be extremely light-handed when you are shaving your bikini area, and this is also an area that you want to shave horizontally. Google says to shave from outside to inside. I personally shave from the inside to the outside of the upper thigh and growing area. Again, whatever floats your boat, because everybody's hairs grow differently in different directions and stuff. So yeah. Now as for your vajayjay, okay, again, as you're gonna notice, each step 1 of each body part is always gonna be moisten the area, apply your shaving substance, okay? And then same thing like the bikini area for sure goes for the vagina, because that's probably where you do grow like thick, long, forest type hair sometimes if you just let yourself go. I'm not judging you, girl. We've all been there, done that, okay? But just make sure prior to shaving that you take scissors and trim that bush down a little bit. If you don't, your razor's gonna get extremely clogged. You're gonna be in the shower a lot longer than you need to be, and just you'll save yourself if you just trim it down with some scissors and then let the razor handle the rest of the business going down there, okay? You know what's interesting? Like on Google or whatever, when I was researching, they didn't say how to shave your vagina. They only said bikini area, underarm, and your legs. And I thought that was so odd. I'm like, us women grow hair way more places than that. What the hell? So I got y'all. It's cool. I'm your Google, okay? So anyway, I personally shave the face of my vagina in a vertical direction. And you know, I used to be the type to like crisscross triple X all over my vagina to make sure I get like as clean and precise and cut shave as I possibly could. And come to find out, the older I got, I realized that wasn't necessary. And I was also causing myself to get unnecessary ingrown hair follicles because I was shaving in the wrong direction. And by that I mean I was detouring from the direction my hairs grow naturally. And therefore, if you go against the grain, so if my hairs are growing this way and I decided to shave upward like that, or sideways, or just any direction other than how the hairs grow, I'm basically asking for an ingrown hair follicle because I'm shaving in a direction that the hair will probably grow now when it's used to growing downward. I hope that makes sense. Just make sure you don't go triple X, crisscross, all that stuff all over your treasure box, okay? So yeah, for the face of my vagina, I go vertically, but for the lips of my vagina, yeah, these are the lips of my vagina, I do small horizontal strokes. And I will say, out of all the body parts that I shave, I do tend to have to reapply my conditioner and stuff during the shaving process of taking care of my vajayjay. All the other body parts don't need as much constant moisture and stuff. Never, ever, never, did I say this already? Maybe I did, but I'm gonna make sure I say it again. Never shave dry, okay? Ever. So, you know, if you got a lot of hair down there and you're kind of shaving for 10, 15, 20 minutes or whatever, just make sure you keep reapplying conditioner at all costs, okay? All right, now from the vagina, then we're gonna go ahead to the booty crack, which also wasn't on Google. And I'm like, what the heck? Us women grow hair in our booty crack. Let's be real. I don't know why we play around and pretend like this ain't a thing. Anyway, first thing you want to do, what is it, beauty gang? Right, moisten the area and apply your shaving substance. Then the trick with shaving your booty crack, okay, you gotta be kind of acrobatic and limber and stuff because it's not an easy task to do. So what I personally do, I open my legs wide and assume a wide plie type of position, okay? I go ahead and use one of my hands to open up and hold one of my booty cheeks. And with the other hand, I shave very light-handed in a vertical direction, okay? Now personally, I do that like vertical direction thing while holding the booty cheek open 3 to 4 times. Then I do the same thing to the other side. And then to check to make sure like majority of the hair is gone, because you'll never really know if all the hair is gone unless you take a mirror and that's really extra. You just want to make sure it's not like stringy pieces of hair all up in there. As long as it's kind of like smooth and, you know, pretty put together, you're good. So yeah, and then I just go ahead and check by doing a side hand sweep or whatever. If you think that's nasty, then you gotta get it together, okay? Your booty is your booty. That's what you was born with. Your hand is your hand. That's what you was born with. They family. So it's okay for your hand to violate your booty, okay? And yeah, that's how I check to make sure it's smooth and that majority, if not all, the hairs are gone. Then the final body part that I have for you guys is your legs. Now I will say off the bat, I have never shaved my legs before. Why? Because I've always had naturally smooth, soft legs. I do have hair on them, but I don't know, they're just naturally smooth. And I was recently thinking about like shaving them, and Josh convinced me not to. He was like, they're already nice. When you shave it, more hair is going to grow back and it's not going to be as smooth and soft anymore, blah, blah. He had a point. Once you shave your legs once, it's going to be a constant thing that you're always going to have to kind of do for the rest of your life, pretty much. And the hairs do grow back thicker and a little bit more rougher and stuff like that. So I'm just not about that life. I don't think it's necessary. So I haven't shaved my legs before, but thankfully this was a body part that Google actually has something to say about. So from what Google says and what from others that I've talked to have said, you need to thoroughly wet your legs with water before you apply your shaving substance. And once they're damp or wet or whatever, and you apply your shaving substance, the water helps to pop out your leg hairs more, while the shaving substance that you use helps retain the moisture on your leg, making your hairs easier to shave. It is suggested that you use long, light-handed strokes in a vertical direction, okay? And for your bony areas such as your knees, your ankles, or your shins, you should proceed with caution because you are more likely to bruise, cut, and or nick those areas because there's a bone like right behind that layer of skin that you have to work your way around. There's not really any fat over top of those bony areas. Specifically for shaving your knee area, bend your knee slightly to pull your skin taut before shaving. So how I kept saying, make sure that your skin is tightened. Having tight skin is a major key, okay? So yeah, you want to make sure that your kneecap area is tightened before you shave it. And also the last thing when it comes to shaving your legs is to make sure that you're always shaving in the direction of the grain, aka the directions your hairs grow. But yeah, y'all, that is all I have for you. That was my shaving 101. Really hope you guys found it helpful and informative. If I missed any body parts, or if you guys have any hacks or tips or whatever that you do when you shave, don't hesitate to leave it in the comment section below. We are Beauty Gang, we are family, we share these things here. This is girl talk, okay? Help a sister out to help a sister out to help a sister out. And also make sure you're commenting below suggestions for future girl talk topics that you want to hear me talk about and discuss and stuff with you guys. Really love doing this for you guys. You guys really seem to like it based off the views and the thumbs up, so let's keep those going. Don't forget to like, comment, share this video, and if you're not subscribed and you made it to the end of this video, girl, what is you doing? Hit the subscribe button. You know you want to be a part of Beauty Gang, okay? But yeah, you guys, until next time, bye.